What's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about the MCU crisis. It appears that Kevin Feige could use a thing or two from that episode of South Park into the Panderverse, because it really appears that these companies have just no clue of what they are doing, and they can't figure it out what they're doing wrong, even though people have been saying for so many years now, stop doing stupid stuff or stupid story, stop pandering and doing forced narratives. Just, it's not that hard to make a superhero movies. The themes are usually the same and they work. All people want is escapism and entertainment. They don't want to be preached at. They just want to feel heroic. They just want to have fun. They want to feel adventure. That's basically it. It's not that hard. But anyways, the new Avengers movie with original 6 characters considered by Marvel after the recent Phase 4 failures. This is just unbelievable because, well, first and foremost, we have the Marvels, which is... basically every single reports and news out there are already saying it's going to be a major disaster. And another huge news that was dropped by Variety today is that we just learned that the director actually walked out post-production. That is just a huge deal. That really means that this movie was already going to the wrong direction, and maybe this director just decided to walk out because she knows it's going to be such a disaster. She doesn't want her name to be or she doesn't want to be blamed because of that. But come on. And then we have the reports about Blade being female-led. Blade, a movie called Blade, being female-led. And then we also have Daredevil rewrites and postpones and all of that. Followed by Secret Invasion, that was a disaster, followed by Thor Love and Thunder that a lot of people didn't like. It's just very weird that Marvel was a company that did something so well. They were able to establish characters so well and make people care about heroes again, and then have such a nice wrap up. And now they're just so lost because they're just thinking, now that we have everybody here, we can start pandering and throwing people forced narrative and doing just the stories that no one cares, that are not original. And, well, guess what? People are just complaining and do not like it. Let's see what the article is saying. An Avengers movie centered on the original 6 members of the Marvel Universe team is under consideration. There are currently 2 Avengers movies set to release in Phase 6, Avengers Kang Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars. Those films were meant to feature a new version of a famous team as after 4 Avengers movies. Half of the original team members left the MCU. That is totally correct. However, the state of the new Avengers seems to be in a flux. To be honest with you, if they were to make an Avengers with the characters we have now, it would be a total flop. And not only that, it would be a huge admission. Just the fact that they want to bring the originals back because they just think that they could bait people back in, that's just a huge admission of defeat. If this is even under consideration, they are admitting that yes, we are failing. And it's just bonkers that they just don't understand why are people not liking our stuff. Well, look at She-Hulk. What was that? Seriously. Something that was supposed to be so much fun. They just have, I don't know why, who is writing these women, you know? If you want people to care about your character, you can't have them be unlikable. And that's the first thing that they do when they want to write strong female characters. For crying out loud, a strong female character doesn't mean extremely unlikable. It's the same thing with Captain Marvel. Why do you think people don't like Captain Marvel? Because she's just unlikable. Who would like a character like that? I mean, I don't see people having a problem with Black Widow. People didn't have a problem with her. It's just because they don't understand that women could be at the same time feminine and also a strong character. Strength. It's not only physical. Okay, maybe you could have a Supergirl type of character, right, that has powers like Superman, and I'm talking DC here, but I'm just using an example. But that person has the same powers as Superman, and that doesn't mean she needs to be or adapt all the stereotypes of what Hollywood calls toxic masculinity, because that's what's the issue here, guys. What they're trying to tell us is that they don't like toxic masculinity, right? So all these stereotypes that they don't like, they throw it into the women, and just now that you don't like it because you're just seeing those traits there, it's your fault that you don't like it. And I just don't understand why they're writing characters like that. I mean, come on. I mean, if you want your movies to be successful, you have to start writing such unlikable characters. Let's see. A bombshell report from Variety has revealed that Marvel could be going back to the original 6 Avengers. Disaster. According to the reports, talk about a new movie with the original Avengers cast have happened with the MCU. Recent troubles leading to that possibility. New Avengers film would reunite Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, and Hawkeye. Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson characters would be resurrected for the movie. Where have we seen this before, and where was it a disaster? Let me think. Also within Disney, not so long ago, I mean, Star Wars. What did they do at the very end of the Skywalker saga? They were so dumb, didn't even know how to write a good story, completely ignored George Lucas' outline, and they brought Palpatine back, who was already dead 40 years ago. It's the same thing that they're trying to do here. It's just absurd. With Phase 4 being heavily criticized, it is understandable that Marvel would look back at what worked for the MCU, deciding to see the original Avengers return. I mean, is it that hard to see what worked in those films? I mean, you had all the things that a superhero film should have. Friendship, right? You had a lot of like heartfelt moments. You had a lot of heroic moments. You had a lot of realizations of self mistakes, you know. Like, one of the things that makes these characters so good is that they were flawed characters that grew up to become really a better versions of themselves, you know. They had guilt, they had, it's the whole group combined. They worked so well because they had these flaws. But now all these characters that are written and given to us, now they're basically token characters. They're ticking boxes. They have they have nothing, you know. Like, you look at these characters and watch these shows and you just feel nothing because they're empty, they're unlikable, they're stereotypical, and they're just stupid. Anyways, guys, I'm not going to read the whole article here, but this is a real thing. Marvel is indeed thinking about bringing all the Avengers back, and because they just don't know how to fix the issues that they're going through right now. I would say just fire everyone and bring good writers back that are not concerned about stupid narratives. It's just concerned about escapism and entertainment. But anyways, drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and see you next time. Bye.